Welcome back to the cellar project. This afternoon is going to be a bit more productive, I hope, or at least it's going to start off that way. So we're going to aim to get the cupboards and units started. I've also picked up some other bits and bobs, so stick around and I'll show you how I get on. The units are going to be all on this wall, and that's going to feature a desk in the middle and then cupboards and shelves either side. I've only got an image of it from SketchUp, but we're going along these lines. You can see there that we've got kind of the four main uprights, and then the centre section there is going to be the desk. Either side will probably have doors, or at least on some of it. I plan to do it all in plywood. We were going to go with white carcasses and then do the face frame in solid wood and any doors. So that would keep costs down, but also I could just go and get full sheets of plywood and I could get them cut in store into the strips, the widths we needed. Long story short, I've changed my mind, changed plan on that, and after pricing it up, I've ended up going with like melamine furniture board. Okay, so we're going to give it a go at getting at least the main part of the carcassing done. I haven't brought a miter saw or any kind of big setup, but what I did have is the circular saw and like a little ripping jig, so I think we should be able to manage fine. We're just going to have to cut everything in here because there's no point in constructing anything outside of the room because you simply can't get it back down here. So we're going to use a mixture of basic sort of screwing in from the top where there's hidden joins, and also we use some pocket screws. I think that should be okay. None of it's going to be weight bearing. So it's a fun challenge getting that first bit done. We've got the main sort of perimeter, I guess, of the carcass built. We've still got to definitely get a couple of fixed levels in here to stop it racking. I'm not going to put it back on because I want the wall to be, I don't want any stagnant sort of stale air behind there. So I'll pick this up next time we're up here. Right, so I'm back. I picked up a little bit more of this furniture board and also some worktop. So before we start on making those peg holes for the adjustable shelves, I want to get a kind of midpoint shelf in, which is a permanent one, and that will kind of just help with the structure. To do that, because I don't want visible fixings on the inside bit, we'll see, I'm using pocket holes on the underside to go up into it. It's not really going to hold any weight. All of this is just for kind of cotton and fabric and things like that anyway. And the easiest way to clamp these in place is to use the right angle Kreg clamp, but I don't have that, so we're going to have to be a little bit inventive. not sure how we left the last video. I did a little bit of filming then, so I'm about a week or two later now. I'm trying to finish it off and get it all finished this afternoon. The original structure was the outside, top and bottom, and the whole thing was just racking back and forth because I don't want to put a back on here because I don't want to trap like stale air in there. And it's not bad to look at, the stonework. As soon as I put in some steel brackets, the whole thing has just gone rigid, so that there's no movement at all and it's as level as it can be. As far as the design, the main cubby in the middle, the like hutch bit, is for the desk. That'll have a cupboard over the top, with one side being this consumer unit, which will just be behind the door. This side will be open. Then I'm going to do the holes using the jig to do shelf holes all the way down, so it's adjustable with the pegs. So there'll be half a dozen shelves or so each side. I've bought some of the slightly wider boards. I think they were about 450 wide, and they are going to be where the desk is. The desk will be coming out deeper, of course, and I've got some kitchen worktop material, so we'll use that. Good, so that's our last permanent one in. The remaining ones are going to be with the shelf pins. New jig, haven't used it yet, so we'll give that a go now. It's amazing when you do a build like this that the whole thing just becomes so much more rigid just with adding one piece, or a little bit like when I added that first bracket to the wall, the whole lot stabled up. But now having this solid piece in here, there's just no wobble at all. So it means when our shelves go in, they're going to be really solid and stay flush to the outsides. That's good. So we'll try and put another separation in here. I don't really want to end up running out of material, so I'll see how much I end up with after cutting the shelves, but it'd be good to have one in there. And next I also need to cut a bit of a pelmet almost to go on here. Now I'm hoping I can get a good enough cut from one of the long pieces that's already got a edge banding on it, and that'll just hold our LED strip light behind it. I think in the future I'll come back and I'll build a solid wood face frame for the whole lot. I think that'll just kind of give it a nice edge, but for now it's finished anyway, and it has a finished look to it. Right, I've just been outside cutting the worktop down. I used masking tape on the surface before I marked out the measurements just to try and prevent tear out. It seems to be okay, and it's got a fairly new blade as well in there, so I'm just going to do the little notch cut just with a little saw, the only other saw I've brought. Reasonably square. Check if it fits before I take the masking tape off, just in case we need to take any small slithers off. Oh, yes please. What I've also been doing is every cut edge I've got, because this is all particle board or chipboard, I'm just kind of putting a load of wood glue on there to seal it. I don't know if that helps, but seems to make sense to me, just to make sure that nothing swells or anything, being that we're in a cellar. They're working really well actually. It's the first time I've ever used the whole kind of setup for adjustable shelves. You into Star Wars? So that's me done for the day. It's pretty late now. I think there's probably a couple of hours left in it just to finish off a few bits of trim. I've put the lighting in now, which worked quite well. I used an offcut to create that little pelmet, and I've tucked it up behind there. I've also run an extension lead around and just secured that onto here so we can supply kind of any chargers and the sewing machine and things like that. So I'm going to have a final wipe down, and then next time I'll just finish off trimming around the window. I want to finish up here, probably put a divider in and split that off, and then we also need to put those false backs I mentioned in to conceal a couple of the bits. And lastly, I want to make a bit more of a custom rack here, a bit like a pegboard style, which we can put all of the hooks and dowels and things like that to hold all the crafty stuff. So that's about it. I think we've at least done our best in 3 days to transform this room into something a little bit more usable. There'll be one more video which will show the whole transformation and also the final touches to the kind of craft area. But that's it. So thanks for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.